After years of silence, the truth is finally coming out. In this video, we reveal shocking stories about reggae star Buju Banton and the woman who used to be his secret mistress. She kept her story hidden for a long time, but has now come forward to confess everything, sharing the untold details of their relationship and the secrets that shook their world behind closed doors. But before we start, let us take a quick look at Buju Banton's life, from how he became famous to how he stayed strong through many challenges. Buju Banton, whose real name is Mark Anthony Myrie, was born on July 15, 1973, in Kingston, Jamaica. He grew up in a poor area called Salt Lane, which is in the western part of Kingston and is known for being one of the rougher neighborhoods with many economic problems. Buju was the youngest of 15 children in a big, hard-working family. His mother made a living by selling fruits and vegetables in Coronation Market, a busy and popular place in the city. His father worked at a tile factory and also dreamed of becoming a singer one day. Even though they didn't have much money, the family was proud of their roots. They were direct descendants of the Maroons, who were African fighters who escaped slavery long ago and formed their own free communities in Jamaica's mountains. These ancestors stood for strength, freedom, and courage, and that gave the Myrie family a deep sense of pride and identity. As a child, Mark was given the nickname Buju by his mother. In the Jamaican Maroon language, Buju means breadfruit, which is a common and important food in the Caribbean. The name showed the family's strong connection to their culture and local traditions. Later on, he added the name Banton to his stage name. In Jamaica, Banton is a word used to describe someone who is a skilled speaker, especially a storyteller or a powerful lyricist. He chose it in honor of Buju Banton, a DJ he really looked up to. Buju had a rough, strong voice and a bold way of performing, which deeply influenced Buju. By following in Buju's footsteps and creating his own sound, Buju began to shape not just his music, but also his identity as an artist and a voice for his people. Buju became interested in music when he was very young. He was especially drawn to dancehall and reggae music, which he would hear at outdoor events and local parties in a place called Denham Town. These experiences gave him a strong musical background and helped shape his future career. By the time he was just 12 years old, Buju had already started performing. He used the stage name Gargamel and would sing and speak rhythmically over music, a style called toasting. He performed with local sound systems like Sweet Love and Rambo Mango. These sound systems played a big role in Jamaican music and culture. They were often the first places where new artists could show their talent, practice, and become known in the community. For Buju, they were important steps in learning how to perform and build confidence on stage. In the beginning, Buju's voice and style were heavily inspired by Buju Banton. He liked how Buju's rough voice and powerful delivery sounded and tried to copy it in his own way. This influence helped him build a style that was full of energy and strong in lyrics. His first big chance came in 1987 when he was only 14 years old. A fellow DJ named Clement Erie introduced him to a music producer called Robert French. With that help, Buju recorded his very first single, called The Ruler. That moment marked the start of his professional journey in the music industry. Soon, he began working with well-known producers like Patrick Roberts, Bunny Lee, Winston Riley, and Digital B. These partnerships helped him grow and become a more respected name in the world of dancehall music. After gaining attention in the late 1980s and early 1990s, Buju's career started to rise very quickly. He released a number of powerful albums that helped him become one of the top artists in Jamaica. His first albums in 1992, called Stamina Daddy and Mr. Mention, showed his raw and tough dancehall style. But it was in 1993 with Voice of Jamaica, and even more so in 1995 with Till Shiloh, that Buju's music began to change. He started mixing the boldness of dancehall with the deeper sounds of roots reggae. He also began including more spiritual themes, especially those from the Rastafarian belief system. This change marked an important moment in his career. It showed that he was not just an entertainer, but someone who wanted to make music with more meaning, substance, and a message that could inspire people. Till Shiloh is seen by many as the album that really made Buju Banton a major figure in reggae music. This album showed that he had grown as a songwriter and was now thinking more deeply about social issues, which helped him connect with more people outside of traditional dancehall fans. After that, he released Inna Heights in 1997, where he continued to sing about important topics like spirituality, justice in society, and pride in African roots. Both albums were praised by critics and even got nominated for Grammy Awards, showing that Buju was now respected all over the world in reggae music. During the late 1990s and early 2000s, he kept making music and brought out several new albums, including Unchained Spirit in 2000 and Friends for Life in 2003. In these albums, he tried out different musical styles like rhythm and blues, hip-hop, and folk, proving that he was not afraid to mix things up and try new sounds. His 2010 album, Before the Dawn, came out just before he went to prison, and it won the Grammy Award for Best Reggae Album, showing that he still had a strong influence and talent, even during difficult times. Although Buju had become very successful in music, his career was interrupted in a big way. In 2011, he was sentenced to 10 years in a United States federal prison. The court found him guilty of several serious charges: being part of a plan to get and sell substances, having a gun connected to substance trafficking, and using a phone to help carry out a substance deal. These charges came from a situation in 2009 where investigators said Buju played a role in arranging a substance deal. In recorded conversations with someone secretly working with the Drug Enforcement Administration, DEA, Buju seemed to be acting like a middleman who was helping to set up the deal. Much of the case depended on video and audio recordings that the informant collected. This informant, who was secretly helping the DEA, was paid $50,000 after the arrests were made. In one video, Buju was seen tasting substances inside a warehouse in Florida. However, he was not there when the actual substance deal happened, and two other men who were arrested at the scene later admitted they were guilty. Buju's lawyers said he was only talking big to impress the informant, and that he didn't actually put in any money or directly take part in the deal. Still, the jury decided he was guilty of 3 out of 4 charges. The only charge they found him not guilty of was trying to have substance with the plan to sell it. Before this conviction, Buju's first trial ended with no decision because the jury couldn't all agree, which showed how divided people were about the case. In the second trial, the government said Buju was an important part of the substance deal, while his lawyers said he was just talking and never really involved. The judge decided to throw out the gun charge, which lowered the minimum prison sentence from 15 years to 10 years. Even so, Buju still had to serve a long time in prison, and would also be on probation for 5 more years after he was released. The news of his sentencing caused a lot of strong feelings, especially in Jamaica, where Buju Banton is loved by many people as more than just a musician. Letters asking the judge to show mercy came from all over, including from former government leaders, famous basketball players, and other reggae artists. These letters showed just how much support Buju had from his country and the music world. But even with all that support, the judge said the crimes were too serious and decided to keep the 10-year sentence as it was. After Buju was found guilty, his lawyers quickly took action by filing appeals to challenge the court's decision. They said he was innocent and asked the court to either cancel the conviction or at least allow him to stay out of prison while waiting for a new decision. His lawyer, David Marcus, said he strongly believed that Buju was not guilty. He also talked about how difficult the whole situation had been for Buju and everyone who supported him. Even though they were hopeful, the appeal process took a long time, and Buju had to stay in prison during that time. Buju Banton's time in prison affected his music career in a big way. During most of the 2010s, he was not able to release new songs or perform, and this put a pause on his creative work. However, his energy and love for music never went away. When he got out of prison in 2018, he came back stronger than ever. He released a new album called Upside Down 2020. This album mixed his original reggae style with newer sounds and featured other well-known artists like John Legend. Many people praised the album for its deep and meaningful lyrics and the way it blended old and new styles of music. It even got a Grammy nomination, showing that Buju had not only returned, but had also grown as an artist during his time away. In 2023, Buju Banton continued to build on his musical journey by releasing another album called Born for Greatness. This album showed that he was still deeply connected to traditional reggae music, but was also open to using modern music styles. His ability to bring together the old and the new helped him stay important in the music world. Over the years, Buju has released 12 studio albums and many collections of songs. His music has had a strong effect on both reggae and dancehall around the world. He has been nominated for the Grammy Awards several times, and even won once, which proves his great talent and the big role he plays in Jamaican music. Even though Buju made a strong comeback in music, he still faced some serious problems in his career. One of the biggest issues was a song he released in 1992 called Boom Bye Bye. Many people found the lyrics of the song offensive and hurtful, especially toward the gay community. Because of this, protests were held against his concerts in many cities, especially in the United States and the United Kingdom. In one example, a concert planned at Club Nokia in Los Angeles in 2009 was canceled after local gay rights groups protested and asked the event organizers, AEG and Live Nation, to cancel the show. This was not the only cancellation. Other cities like San Francisco, Philadelphia, Chicago, Las Vegas, Dallas, and Houston also canceled his shows because of similar protests. In the United Kingdom, the situation was very similar. Buju's concerts in cities like Brighton and Bournemouth were canceled too. Gay rights groups and local authorities expressed concerns about the message of his past music and said the shows could pose a risk to public safety. In Brighton, the Concord 2 venue canceled the concert after being warned by the local council that they could lose their license if they allowed Buju to perform. A group called Outrage collected information showing that Buju and other Jamaican singers were still performing songs with anti-gay messages, even though they had earlier agreed not to do so. These concert cancellations led to serious money losses for the people who organized the events and the venues. In the United Kingdom alone, the boycott led to a loss of millions of pounds in concert income. Music promoters have been under a lot of pressure from advocacy groups to stop working with artists who are seen as promoting violence or hate against vulnerable groups. Because of this, many event planners are now being much more careful when deciding which artists to book for shows. In more recent years, Buju Banton has tried to move away from the controversy connected to his earlier music. He has worked on presenting himself as a more spiritual person and as someone who follows the Rastafarian faith. He has said that he does not regularly perform the song Boom Bye Bye anymore. However, there have been a few times when he performed parts of the song. In those moments, he said he was using the song to start conversations about the problems it caused and to explain where he stands today. Still, his efforts to change his image have not always worked. In 2004, Buju Banton was accused of being part of a violent attack on 6 gay men in Kingston, Jamaica. This event made the controversy around him even worse. Reports said that Banton and a group of men broke into a house on Carlisle Avenue and beat up the people inside just because they were gay. One of the men who was attacked, a person named Brian, was badly injured. He hurt his eye and lost his landscaping business because of what happened. This case brought worldwide attention and caused anger among human rights groups. It also made more people aware of the serious problem of violence against LGBTQ individuals in Jamaica, which is often ignored by the police and the government. Even though the accusations were serious, the court case against Buju Banton was dropped in January 2005 because there was not enough evidence. The judge told Banton to stay away from violence and said that if he had problems in the future, he should go to the police instead of trying to handle things through violence. But the fact that the case was dismissed upset many people, especially the victims and activists who wanted justice. Some critics said the Jamaican police may have ignored or left out important details about Buju's involvement, which made it harder to properly charge him. The 2004 assault case added more fuel to the ongoing argument about reggae and dancehall music, and whether it plays a part in spreading hateful views against LGBTQ+ people. Buju Banton continues to be a very controversial figure. Some people admire him and see him as someone who speaks up for poor and forgotten Jamaicans, but others view him as a symbol of the deep-rooted homophobia and violence that still exists in Jamaican society. Even though Banton has said that his lyrics are only meant to be metaphors and not direct messages of hate, people still have doubts. In 2007, he signed a document called the Reggae Compassion Act, promising that he would no longer make or sing songs that contain homophobic messages. But many human rights activists remain unsure about how sincere he really is, especially because of his past behavior and comments. If you are enjoying this video, appreciate it by giving it a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Buju Banton is known for more than just singing. He has done a lot of other things besides making music. He has acted in movies, written songs for films, and helped create music for different kinds of soundtracks. This shows that he is not only talented, but also able to do many different things in the entertainment world. Even though people mostly know him for his strong voice in reggae and dancehall music, Buju has also been in movies and on TV. His music has been used in several well-known films. For example, some of his songs were used in the 1993 movie Who's the Man, in Bad Boys for Life from 2020, and in No Time to Die from 2021. These examples show that Buju Banton can reach people not only with his songs, but also through movies, which proves how popular and important he is in the entertainment world. His music being used in movies is especially important. Songs like Champion in No Time to Die and Murder, She Wrote in Bad Boys for Life show that his music fits well with big Hollywood films. It also helps new people discover reggae and dancehall music. Buju is not just a singer. He also writes music and works with other artists to create new songs and music videos. For example, he has recently worked with Victoria Monet and Coffee. These kinds of partnerships show that he plays a big role in music not only by singing, but also by helping create songs behind the scenes. All of this shows that Buju Banton is not only a performer, but also someone who adds a lot of substance to the music and entertainment world. Buju Banton has also started using new technology in creative ways. In 2021, he became one of the first Jamaican artists to release NFTs, which are special digital items people can collect or buy. He worked with a company called Crimson Tide Limited to create a collection that included original digital artwork and canvas art that he signed himself. This showed that Buju is always thinking about new ways to reach his fans and share his art. His choice to explore digital art and collectibles shows how he mixes his Jamaican roots with modern ideas. He is always trying to move forward while still staying true to who he is. He has also worked with many artists from around the world. Buju has teamed up with musicians from different styles of music, like hip-hop, Latin music, and punk rock. These partnerships helped him reach more people and show his skills in many kinds of music. In 2019, he started working with Jay-Z's music company, Roc Nation. This made him the second reggae artist from Jamaica to be part of that group. It helped him release new music and gave him more chances to be seen by people all over the world. Buju Banton also speaks up about music and culture. He has talked about how reggaeton music sometimes forgets or ignores its Jamaican dancehall roots. Even though he has worked with reggaeton artists like Tego Calderon, he still wants people to remember where that music started. This shows that Buju cares deeply about protecting and sharing Jamaica's music history. He wants people to know and respect the substance of the culture that inspired many other types of music around the world. In his personal life, Buju has gone through some tough times, especially with his family. In 2019, he had a public argument with his oldest son, Marcus Miziri. It got a lot of attention in the news and started many conversations in the Jamaican music scene. Reports said the fight became physical, and Marcus spoke openly about it on social media. He shared emotional posts saying he was deeply hurt by how his father treated him. Marcus said being a father is more than just giving money or having the name Dad. He felt Buju wasn't there for him emotionally, not just because of his time in prison, but also because he didn't try hard enough to stay close to his children. Marcus said he wanted to break what he called a generational curse, meaning he wanted to raise his own family in a better way. This showed that their problems went deep and that Marcus wanted to move past the pain and create a better future. At first, Marcus's posts were very honest and showed a mix of anger and sadness. He even quoted African-American writer James Baldwin, saying that facing hard truths is needed to bring change. His messages showed that he had both resentment and a bit of forgiveness. While he regretted the harsh things he said about Buju in public, he made it clear he did not hate him. He also said he hoped his father would one day take a more caring and active role, not just for him, but also for his brothers and sisters who were also hurt by the family's problems. Some people in the music industry and some fans thought it was wrong to talk about private family matters in public, but others felt for him and understood the emotion behind his words. Soon after his first posts, Marcus returned to social media to say he was sorry for making the situation so public. He apologized for the strong language he used and said he still loved his father. He also asked people to pray for their families. This showed that he was ready to heal and move forward. However, it was not clear if he and Buju had fully made peace. The media tried to find out, but no one had a clear answer. Still, many people hoped they would fix things someday. It's important to mention that Marcus Myrie, the oldest son of reggae star Buju Banton, grew up in a complicated situation. His father was a famous artist, but also faced personal problems. Marcus was still young when Buju was sent to prison in 2011. That time without his father was hard for him, both emotionally and in daily life. It shaped how he thinks about family and being responsible. Even with these challenges, Marcus worked hard to make his own name in the music world. He became a music producer and artist, building a strong career under his own label, Marcus Records. He created his own identity in reggae and dancehall music, while still adding to his father's legacy. His interest in music grew after he finished school, including his time at Wolmer's Prep School, which helped him grow professionally. His love for music and focus on doing good work have played a big role in his success. He always aims to make quality rhythms and work with top Jamaican artists. Since starting his career as a producer, Marcus has worked hard to become a strong force behind the scenes. He is known for creating rhythms that both artists and fans enjoy. His big break came in 2012 with the hit song Bad Mind Dem Apri by Bounty Killer and I Octane. The track was a big success and earned Marcus the Producer of the Year award at the Star People's Choice Awards, winning by a large number of votes. This award helped show that Marcus was becoming a major player in the Jamaican music industry. It also proved his skill in creating songs that mix the energy of classic dancehall with a fresh, modern sound. Marcus makes his music through hard work, discipline, and passion. He says these three things are the main reasons for his success. Even though he is still young in the music world, he has already created a strong collection of rhythms and keeps pushing himself to be more creative. He has worked with many well-known Jamaican artists like Bounty Killer, Beanie Man, Agent Sasco, Mavado, and Tifa. These collaborations have helped him earn respect as a producer who can make music that is both popular and full of meaning. In the past few years, Marcus Myrie has grown his career beyond just making music. He has also started managing artists, especially new talents like Coyote. This shows that he is becoming an important figure in shaping the future stars of Jamaican music. It also shows his bigger plan for the music industry. By teaching and guiding new artists, Marcus is not only growing his own name, but also helping reggae and dancehall music continue and change for the better. His work supports the long-term success of the music style and helps it stay fresh and strong. One of Marcus's big projects was releasing the Different Level rhythm in 2021. This rhythm included many top artists like Cranium, Popcan, Chronic Law, Intense, I Wada, Bugle, and Quada. This project shows how well Marcus can bring together different voices and ideas. The songs on this rhythm talk about important themes like loyalty, never giving up, and personal growth. For example, Bugle's song Style Smile and Intense's LTD, Loyal to Death, focus on the importance of trust and loyalty. Chronic Law's Prominence and Iwata's Bee Sting encourage listeners to dream big and overcome hard times. Marcus also included some of his own songs on the rhythm, showing that he works as both a producer and an artist. Marcus stays active on social media sites like Instagram and X, formerly Twitter. He uses these platforms to talk with fans and other people in the music industry, share news about his work, and promote his music label, Marcus Records. Being active online shows he understands how important it is to use modern ways to market music and to keep a close connection with his audience. About Buju Banton's personal life, he has been part of many personal problems that people know about. One well-known situation happened when his daughter spoke out in public against both him and his mistress. This happened because they had a fight about wearing masks during the COVID-19 pandemic. This argument showed that there were serious problems in Buju Banton's family relationships. His daughter made it clear that she did not agree with her father's opinions or with the role his mistress had in their family. This showed that there were strong feelings and tension inside the family. Also, on TikTok and other social media platforms, a woman who is said to be connected to Buju Banton's family has shared personal stories about Buju Banton's son. In one video, the woman said that Buju Banton's son had once lived in her house and also talked about his passing away. This has caused many people to talk and feel emotional about the situation. These kinds of stories show that Buju Banton's personal life, especially his relationships with women outside his marriage, has gained a lot of public attention and caused a lot of controversy and mixed feelings among people. Buju Banton has said in his songs and interviews that he wants real and honest relationships in his life. He often speaks about being human and looking for true substance and sincerity in the women he cares about. This message is very different from the public fights and accusations that have come out about his family and the women involved. It shows a side of him that wants peace and honesty, even though his personal life has been filled with complicated problems. What are your thoughts on the challenges Buju Banton faced? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content.